Good morning.
Good morning, Christmas.
And happy Mother's Day to all mothers. I would like to talk to the kids first. I have an image of a hen. I was brought up in a family of farmers, and therefore in our own house we have hens. I have watched so keenly how the hens take care of their chicks. I don't know whether our children have ever seen a hen with the small chicks that have just been hatched. If they have been attentive to that, maybe you can ask your mom to take you somewhere where they have poultry. Try to watch the care and the concern that a hen has for the chicks. If it is raining, the hen will open up the wings and ensure that all the chicks are under her wings. If it is cold, she will do the same. But if a hawk comes that is a stranger that maybe wants to attack or affect their lives in a bad way, the hen is always there to take care of these chicks. That same hen trains them to eat, because they know they're still too small, they don't know how to eat. So he trains them by breaking down even the grains into smaller pieces. Don't you think, young children, that your mothers are like hens? They take care of you when you are cold, when you are hungry. They know what time you need to go to school. They know what time you need to know more about God, and they bring you here. They take care of you. So these are our mothers. They are like hens because they are very caring for us. Now, the only disappointment that a chick can give to the hen is when they do not obey to their mother. And if they do not obey, what happens to the chicks? They are taken away by the hawks or the eagles, so they die in the cold. So they have to obey the parents always and ensure that they are close to the mother, all right? So get that one very clear, my dear friends, children. Your mothers love you so much. They're the best people you can ever see in this world. By crowning our Mother Mary today, you are showing all of us that you love your mother just like Jesus Christ loved our Mother Mary. Now you can sleep, children. They are dolls. Jesus talks about love today. That love in Greek is agape. The last word is love each other. Agapate allelus, love each other. It's not eros. It's not any other cheap love. It is love for the sake of love. An old man back in my village in Kenya once said that if two people really love each other, they have no reasons for that love. Because if they give a reason for that love, they no longer love the person but the reasons they give. If you agree with me, you will agree with me. If you disagree with me, you will agree with me on that. Because love somebody because somebody's beautiful. What if she gets old? Love somebody because somebody is handsome. What if he gets an accident and the whole face is disfigured? You love somebody because he's a Democrat or a Republican. What if he abandons politics? So we don't love each other because of the reasons, but we love those people because of love. So that old man was right. Today you want to show that love, because the love of our parents, the love of our mothers is just great. And those mothers, when I talk about mothers, I'm not talking about only biological mothers, because we have so many mothers. Mothers who are present among us, alive, biological, and those who have joined Jesus Christ in heaven. They are our mothers and they are still present with us, though our eyes can't see them. We have also the spiritual mothers, our godmothers, and those mothers that have adopted children, and mother figures, those who are just motherly figures to many people among us, and even wife and husband. At times, a wife can be a mother to the husband. Believe me or not, you live with this man in the house for 40 years, 50 years. You know him at times better than the mother at times. He is on your side when you are suffering. He knows your secret. She knows your secret. And you are always there. So this man can be your father, and you can be his mother. That is the love that we talk about, that care. But we don't forget about our own mothers. My mother is a mother of 5 children, mother of us 5 children. I love her so much. She's a cute lady and very nice also to me. She took care of us, 5 of us. And we also have extra 2 children in our family who are adopted. They are cousins, orphans. But I look at my mom as a prototype of that God's love, a paradigm to show me how to love others. Because she is always there for all of us. All of us are equal in her eyes. When I'm here, when I call my mom back home, I can tell a lot of stories. I went to this place, Multnomah Falls, I did this, I did that. But at the end of it all, my mom always says, Crispin, are you done? Then I say, yes, ma'am. Then she says, I have a question for you. And the question is, Crispin, when are you coming home? Then I say, Mom, I really want to see you because it's 3 years without seeing my mom. I really miss her. So I try to create up stories to make her feel that, just calm down. Now, we, at times, children, we can be a little bit tricky. To make them know that I'm not missing her, no, let her calm down. But still, she understands when I talk to her that this, my son, misses me. And she makes me even more sad when she asks me that question always. So I told Mom, I will come and I will see you. Don't mind, time is coming. I'm in my training and that time will come. So brothers and sisters, let us imitate this kind of love that the mothers show to us. It's not only a love that is self-seeking, it's a love because of love. And they show us that God's love for each one of us and the love that we are supposed to show to each other in this world. A love that does not seek some good for ourselves, but a love that is love in itself, that seeks itself. An African saying, maybe Ken and any other African around can agree with me, they used to say, and they still say today, that what an old man or an old person can see when he's seated, a young man or a young person cannot see, even if she or he is standing or climbing on top of a tree. And I repeat, what an old man or an old woman can see while seated, like Father is sitting there, a young man or a young woman cannot see when she's standing or when she's on top of a tree. What does it mean to us? Your mother is always your mother. Whether she grows and has pepper and salt, whether what happens, she is always your mother because she has seen a lot more than you and she has much more knowledge than you have. You can have knowledge of computers and iPhones that they don't have, but still they know better than you. They have lived in this world for a long time, and therefore anything that they tell you, anything that they also tell me as a child, I should be obedient to listen to them. Because if you don't listen, you will be like those chicks that will be taken away by the hawks. We have to listen because those parents are just wonderful. A woman, a mother, they are just wonderful. So thank you so much, mothers. And keep on loving us. Keep on showing us how to love. Because we know that there is no way to love. Love is the way. There is no way to love. Love is the way. And that's why today we want to bless all mothers, mother figures, biological, spiritual, those who are not with us Any mother, even the sisters down there, they are mothers to our kids in school. They give their lives to those kids that are not their own. They are wonderful mothers to us. So mothers are everywhere. I think men cannot be mothers, but at times they can try. No way. No way to love. Love is the way.